Hello and welcome to Ask Bansi. It's great to have you here once again. Today I want to talk about something very simple that I have been seeing about ulcer. Does hunger give you ulcer, or does hunger cause ulcer? Yes, I think a few days ago, a few weeks ago, someone consulted me and asked me about what he can do to lessen the pain he's suffering from his stomach ulcer. And so I want to take advantage of that and say something brief about ulcers. And I have heard this, I don't want to call it a rumor, but this misinformation or disinformation, or fake news or whatever, you can call it whatever you want, that hunger will give you ulcer, or when you stay hungry for a very long time, you get ulcer. The first time I heard that, I've heard that a couple of times, but the first time I actually saw that online was in a video by a nurse, who was saying that it is better for you to have a protruded belly than for you to have ulcer. And yesterday, a sister of mine also said that she prefers to have a protruded belly than to suffer from the pain of ulcer. I think that it is time we make it known to the world. I have said this severally. There is no evidence that hunger gives you ulcer. No, it doesn't happen that way at all. And so if you heard it somewhere, it is hearsay. No health professional will ever tell you that going hungry will give you ulcer. When they get it, you see, a lot of things are not true, but because it has been repeated for a very long time, people consider it to be true. For instance, when they tell you that when you take oranges on an empty stomach, you get ulcer, it's false. It has no basis in science, which I will make another video to explain why it is not true. And so if you've been made to believe that having a protruded belly is better than staying hungry and getting ulcer, then you are being misinformed. Yes, and some of these things happen when people are advised not to eat at night, not to eat after 6 p.m. or after 7 p.m. or after 5 p.m. and then maybe at 10 or 11 p.m. you feel so hungry, and then you tell yourself that, hey, damn it, I'm gonna eat anyway. It's better for me to have a protruded belly than for me to get ulcer. My brothers and sisters, what you're doing to yourself is that ulcer is going to be the least of your worries. In fact, eating late at night is what is going to cause ulcer for you. Ask anyone who is suffering from either peptic ulcer or stomach ulcer. They will tell you that they eat at night. And so if you think eating at night is the one that's going to prevent the ulcer, on the contrary, that is the one that is actually going to give you the ulcer. Because just like trees, trees sleep also. Photosynthesis happens during the daytime, and then at night they also rest. Likewise, the human body, from 6 p.m. the body naturally shuts down in order to rest, and that is why you need to stop eating at night so that the body can rest. The alimentary canal can take time to digest all of the food you've eaten since morning, and then the next day you will have a rejuvenated body, so your body can function very well. And so when you eat at night, you are actually overburdening the body. That's number one. Number two, when you eat at night, the food does not digest. The food only rots in your system. And when things are rotting, what happens to them? They become acidic. And it is that acid that is created as a result of the rotting or the fermentation of the food in your system that gives you the ulcer. It's one of the contributory factors to the ulcer. So talk to anyone who has ulcer. If you're watching me right now and you have ulcer, you've been suffering from pains, ask yourself, cast your mind back, have you been eating at night? And 99% of the time, it is true. They've been eating at night. They've been eating at 10 p.m., 11 p.m. They eat, junk food. They eat meat, chicken. They eat eggs. They take milk, bread at night. And when you do that for a very long time, you are going to be poisoning your system. And that is going to contribute to give you the ulcer that you think you're running away from. So please don't be misinformed. Being hungry at night for a few hours is not going to give you ulcer. No, it does not happen that way. It's never going to give you. You can ask any health professional about this. Thank you very much, and make a date with me for another wonderful learning experience. Thank you very much. Have a good day.